It's 5:30, so it is closing time at Engrain, my friend's fancy kind of like independent Panera. So I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee and let's talk watches. I'll have a small cappuccino, please.
More or less. Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
It's probably one of the most interesting chronographs of all time, certainly within the realm of affordability. It's the Omega Chronostop. It's powered by the manually wound Omega 856 caliber, and it's just as beautiful as it is quirky. From its thick steel cushion case to original Omega bracelet and bright orange second hand, I just can't help but to smile when I look, hold, and wear it, especially when I activate that mono-pusher chronograph. And check this out, it's a Rolex date reference 1500, and it's in 14 karat yellow gold. And if that isn't interesting or beautiful enough for you, look at the Mosaic dial. It's definitely one of the most detailed Rolex dials ever made. I mean, probably right next to linen. I just love it. If you know me, you know about my passion for yellow gold Rolexes, and this example is no exception. And how about this Omega Seamaster? It's powered by the Co-axial 2500 caliber, which is absolutely immaculately finished. It comes with its original steel bracelet, which is not only well built, but incredibly comfortable, and its original box and paperwork. Now, to me, box and papers are not a non-negotiable. I buy plenty of watches without them. But finding a watch in this kind of condition, complete set, that's just awesome. How about this UGEX chronograph? I haven't even heard of the brand before, but I really enjoy this watch. It's got the size and proportions of a dress watch, but the fact that it is complicated, the fact that it is a chronograph, makes it, I don't know, all the more interesting. I'm certainly not knocking any vintage Omega Geneves, but in the same vein of style, this packs a ton of punch. And now this, a vintage automatic Tissot, complete with its original radium dial. I mean, look at it. It's aged evenly, and the luminous material has turned to a perfect custard color. It reminds me a ton of the 50s Seamasters that I absolutely love. I buy a lot of Rolexes. I mean, I spend most of my day, every day, talking about vintage Rolexes. So as every month goes past and I see more and more, finding things I haven't seen before, it gets harder. But then I stumbled upon this, a 36mm Oyster Precision. Now, it may look simple because it is, but it's oversized. Almost all of these watches, brothers and sisters, came in 34mm, which I also do really appreciate. But to see this one, a jumbo, is totally different. It wears like a Datejust, but without any of the busyness. And those alpha hands are just to die for. I mean, this is my job, to play with watches. I'm like a kid in the candy store, from the Omega Chronostop and the bumper Tissot to a solid gold Rolex and God knows what else. I mean, my playtime really is never over. It was a pleasure sourcing this week's watches for you guys, and I really hope that you enjoyed looking at them as much as I did curating them. As always, it'll be my pleasure to answer any emails you might have and ship these watches off to their new geeky homes.